You might have the perfect backswing, but if your follow through looks like my student Claire's and you're struggling with distance, I can fix that. I'm going to share with you what I told her that unleashed 15 to 20 yards almost immediately. So one of the things that you'll notice in the finished position, or almost to the finished position that Claire had, is she had what we kind of called the classic chicken wing. All right, let's talk a little bit about that, and we're going to talk about the drills that I gave her that helped her a lot. Her backswing looked really good, but as she was coming through, you could see the elbows were starting to separate. See this? See how my elbows were starting to separate, and the club face was staying really open to square to slightly open through the strike zone. She wasn't releasing her arms or releasing the club, all right? Now, number one is that, especially for my older experienced golfers out there, you know who you are, that can put a lot of strain on your shoulder, your elbow, your forearms, your wrist, a lot of things like that. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I don't like to see that for my older golfers because that can become a real issue for them. So it's also really kills speed in the golf swing, all right? Because you're not letting the club face release. So let me show you what I told her. So the first thing is I told her, I said, all right, Claire, I want you to learn to let the club release a little bit. So we did this drill, we kind of call it the lay it over drill, where we take the toe of the club. So this is the toe, this is the heel. And I said, I want you to feel like the toe lays over the heel. So you can see as she comes through, or as the club comes through, excuse me, the toe starts to lay over the heel. Now, in order to do that, she has to let her arms release and rotate just a little bit. Okay, so let me go ahead and hit a shot. So the old one looked like this, where she would come through, the elbows would separate. You can see it in the picture. Face stayed open, no release. The next one, I said, all right, let the toe release, let it lay over a little bit. Okay, she immediately picked up some speed. Now, when you do that, just so you're aware, when you do that, you might hit a little bit more of a draw or hook early on because the club is releasing more. It's not a big deal, but you're going to immediately pick up some speed. Now, the second thing that I told her, which is really more of a drill, is I said, Claire, we have to help you understand how the arms work and the ability for the arms to stay relaxed and rotate and release. So this is the drill that I did with her. And that can really help you out as well. Because when we're swinging the golf club, yes, the body's going, but the arms are a big part of it. And there's a lot of speed in the arms, especially for our older golfers. So I said, here's what I want you to do, Claire. Just put your feet together, and I want you to just make some swings. Don't even hit a ball. Just swing the club back and through. Okay? Now, naturally, when you do that, you're never going to swing it through and do the chicken wing like this. You would never do that. So the first thing I wanted her to feel was just how the arms can swing and they can rotate and fold. See that? Boom. And I said, all right, let's go ahead and hit a golf shot. So we put her feet together, got set up, and we just had her swing, and boom. Now, you're going to turn it over a little bit because that club is rotating, but you can really feel the speed and the movement of the arms. So you can have a perfect backswing, but if you don't understand how to release the golf club, you're never going to get the distance you want. Getting the toe to lay over the heel a little bit will help you get a little bit of a draw, and understanding that the arms can really swing and move and rotate versus the body can really help you pick up that club head speed. Now that we've got you picking up some club head speed, check out my next video. But if you're still struggling with the slice, you're really going to want to check out my contra slice system right here.